We spin, we win, we teleport, man. This is the Earthquake teleport barb, guys. 108 hours to a Paragon 300. Pretty sure we can skim off like 20 hours easy. There it is. Earthquake Whirlwind Barbarian. This has definitely been or is one of my favorite builds of all time. Whirlwind. And now we also add Earthquake. And we stole the Sorcerer's Teleport, as you can see here. Hey everybody, it's Rob here. We just hit Paragon 300 here in Season 7. And I want to talk to you about some details and also about the build that I played here to reach this. It took us about 108 hours total to get the max Paragon level. And this includes quite some time here where we also were standing in town, where we were doing the Uber bosses to get all the Uber uniques and also a ton of the new seasonal zones. So this can be done even faster. I took this screenshot here when I just dinked. You can kind of see this was at 290, 87 hours. And in the clip you can see that I'll show you here in a bit. It's going to be 108 hours total for Paragon 300 here. There's a screenshot here as well when we just dinked 108 hours, Paragon 300. And I also took down like all the timings here for the different segments. So it took us about 3 hours to get level 60. Then you can see all the different times here. And there was definitely some slack here and there. So 108 hours in the end. And I think this can be done significantly faster because this includes about 20 hours of Duriel and Zir farming that we had to do to get some of the Uber uniques. Obviously, you don't necessarily need them to go to 300. So you can like count off like 20 hours, and then I also did like about 10 hours of Witch Tie to unlock like, you know, the seasonal stuff, which is also kind of optional. So I think like the final time here, if there's ever going to be like a leveling leaderboard or something in the game, is about 70 to 80 hours to Paragon 300. I also have the entire Paragon list here, how long it takes for each level, and also have the realistic times here as well as some of the benchmarks it took last season. Like this time we played the Whirlwind Barb and it was significantly faster than with the Spiritborn last season. Now the Spiritborn was tremendously OP, but now we have a lot more knowledge of how the experience works in the game and how to farm XP efficiently. And basically the main way to do it is to do low pit runs and do them like extremely fast, preferably in a group where you can split a bit. You want to reach about 60 seconds per pit run, and this can yield you about 500 million XP per hour, maybe a little bit less. And you can kind of see here the last levels. I think the 300 level is about 1 billion XP, so it takes about 2.5 hours here for the last level to reach it. And I calculated also some more realistic times here. I think 90 hours is completely reasonable. I was about 18 hours slower this time, but 19 hours if you focus on experience. And I think it's a pretty good level. Obviously, for probably for most people, it's going to take a little longer than this. Maybe like more like 150 to 200 hours. However, this is like if you play relatively efficient and you also don't play solo, because group play here seems to be kind of key for these benchmarks. But you can also see that the last 10 levels here, I went from 87. It took quite a bit longer. Like the last levels are basically 20 hours here, from 290 to 300. And there was some slack in there. Maybe you can do it in like 18 hours. And that's basically how it looks, guys. I'm going to show you the entire setup here, as well as my ding and the final barb level up. I had a ton of fun personally with this Whirlwind Barb here with the Earthquakes. I did not expect it to be that powerful and that good for speed farming. I think next to the Cataclysm Druid, this is one of the best speed farmer in the game. So the planner is going to be in the description. Before we watch the final gameplay and build, one more thing here about the rewards. So when you ding Paragon 300, you're getting the Soulstone Mount trophy here, this one that I have. So when you hit and go to your stable, you can kind of see this. This is basically the trophy on the mount here that you can get. Is this like cool blue soulstone. And I think this one is pretty nice. However, hopefully long run there could be some even cooler rewards for Paragon 300. We'll see what's going to happen. There's no like additional reward if you've already done it, guys. It's just a prestige thing and you just have Paragon 300, but no other, you know, like crazy benefit. However, I think this soulstone is still pretty cool and we'll see what the future holds for this. Let's go. There's nothing as too quick, guys. We spin, we win, we teleport, man. Zoom, zoom, zoom. This is from the Flash. I like it on the Spiritborn, man. I like it on the Barb. This is the Earthquake Teleport Barb, guys. 108 hours to a Paragon 300. Pretty sure we can skim off like 20 hours easy. There it is. Earthquake Whirlwind Barbarian. This has definitely been or is one of my favorite builds of all time. Whirlwind. And now we also add Earthquake. And we stole the Sorcerer's Teleport, as you can see here. So we can just blast. Leave an Earthquake. All the monsters, they'll just walk into the Earthquakes. You know, we'll be blasting 1 minute runs. And boom, that's how it goes. Ton of fun. I was here. Let's go. Let's check final playtime here after this boss. Boom. Boss is down. The playtime is 1:08. That's the 300 benchmark. Right, that was a ton of fun. This is one of the coolest builds, I feel like. Super mobile, teleport around. Let's freaking go. Barbarian. So we're rocking Harlequins, Mantle of the Mountain's Fury. We use like a lot of cooldown. We don't really focus on damage. Fist of Fate, Ariad's Bearing, Concussive Strikes, Big Dam, Earthquake, Executioner, Vehement, Fissures, Ring of the Starless Sky, Bold Chieftain here for the massive cooldowns. And then we have the Bull Katos weapon here. I think Earthquake size matters a lot, guys. No matter what they tell you, size matters. And you want to have 100% size and 100% chance to spawn it twice. At least when you're doing these kind of speedruns, right? Like in push, yeah, okay, you go a bit more heavy hitter. But here it's very good. We're rocking X Expertise, Pole Arm assigned here to our Whirlwind. And then, okay, the Paragon board is a bit scuffed. Like, I just added up putting points in main stat. We can talk about that in a second. So this is the skill tree. So Whirlwind here, this is slashing. So Pole Arm, apply bleed, big multi, a ground stomp here with a brawling skill. Also makes you makes the enemies vulnerable and gives you berserking with battle fever. And then obviously we have triple shout like every good barb build. We looked at we have 200% movement speed. And there's a cool trick because there's this gem here that makes you unhindered, and usually when you Whirlwind like this, it reduces your movement speed. But if you have this Fiend of Bog, which makes you unhindered, you actually, while you spin, you still keep the 200% movement speed. These are my stats, by the way. We have almost 75 always using Crit Elixir, Soothing Spice, Ancient Times, and Rediment Buzz. And what happens basically with this unhindered, that we can keep our movement speed cap even when we spin, because we are now unhindered. And it doesn't affect us negatively with the movement speed. So that's really cool. You see here, once we have our buffs up, we have 200%, and even if we spin, we stick at 200%. We just spin, 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 and then we just spacebar teleport. So the most important runes here, Ignitech, big damage, full control, and we have Bug Jar. And this is like kind of proccing each other, right? Like you can dash around, and you can already see when my teleport procs, and then I teleport for a distance, and this already gives me like basically credits to the teleport again, so to the next jar rune. So you can really teleport around a lot with this build, and basically just go to the packs, blast them, do a 1 ground storm, and then keep spinning and just melt everything basically. So really, really strong. And the rest of the skill tree here, just make sure you have 200% movement speed, and then we get all the DPS buffs. We have Call of the Ancients, Heavy Hitter, Unconstrained, Paragon board rocks like this, Territorial. We have Challenger, we have Force of Nature, Martial, Decimator, Blood Rage here, Rumble, Big Strength Multiplier, Exploit. Unbuffed Strength, we have 5,700. And we can get up to 10,000 Strength. This is what we do here for the snapshotting. I made a video about that. If you're rocking Soul Harvest, you can get a ton of DPS. So we have Puranado, Hex Specialization. This gives us the crit because we dropped the Gar rune for the Jar rune, so we can teleport, right? So we need to get 20 crit here. So you can see here my normal crit chance is about like 80%, I believe. 85, and I have 5 overkill right now, but with that I'm basically like a crit capped. So Hex Specialization, Soul Harvest, Snapshot, Hex or Whisperers, Aura of Siphoning, Aura of Specialization. You need those 3 decay powers. for your gems here. So then we have Aura Hex here, we have DR and Max Res, and we have the Fiend of Bog, Growth and Decay. Planner is linked below anyways. And the big thanks again here to, look at this guys, the real Techno Viking. Look at that Bob, man. Spin to Win is amazing this season. Ton of fun on the build. And he's looking good. Yeah, big thanks to Robak, Destiny, Techno Viking, also no Mercy who helped me out, Zero to Hero, Herbs, like so many people here rocking, helping, and we're having a ton of fun with this Bob build. Yeah, it rocks. I'll show you some more gameplay here at the end that we used. And yeah, having a ton of fun with this one. And the Spin to Win is amazing. Season rocks on the Bob. I had a ton of fun. I didn't expect this when the season started for Spin to Win, Whirlwind, Earthquake being that strong. But it's a hell of a build. Cool AF. Let's go. Good luck. "30 seconds, boys. Let's do it." Oh. Oh, 35. Bro, we're getting faster. We're getting there, guys. 35. Man, we're going like 1 second lower every time. Well, I guess it would have said 34 something something. True, it was 3-player as well. Dang, yo! 10 seconds per player. LFG, dude. That was crazy. Easy gainers. But the thing is, even like average maps are like 1 minute, man. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Found dead end. Look at the druid, man. Yeah, druid is just so nuts. I mean, Bob is cool too, man, but the druid has the infinite AoE, man. The fucking Zeus King. Big guy himself, dude. Sure, you can join, Mac. Let's go. The more, the merrier. Especially when there's some druids in the house. Druid is almost like cheating, man. We can do this one. Trust me, bro. I'm a sorcerer now, man. We just rush, 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 rush. Boom. You only do the 1 minute runs like this. Or still like 60 seconds exactly. You gotta be careful about this, trust me, bro. You ended up with a kid? Wait, what? Oh, 30 seconds, let's go. Get them, get them, get them. Not enough progress. We gotta find like the second floor instantly. I think else 30 seconds is gonna be very tough. Or we need spiders. It's still gonna be like 40-second run. 40 seconds. Still good, still good. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.